Hello there, and welcome to 20 Sides of Failure plays Curse of Strahd. I am just a humble bookkeeper, taking notes and making sure that their actions have consequences. But you can't have consequences without the people making the actions, can you? So, here are my players. Starting in the top corner, we have our paladin.
Hello, I'm Nura Nightingale, and I will be doing Aurora Rose, who is currently feeling pretty good about the upcoming plans.
After our paladin, we have our barbarian cleric.
Hi everyone, I'm English Ray. I play the human barbar cleric a miracle. I'm really hoping everything goes in our favor. We need better dice rolls than last week.
Speaking of last week, we have our artificer making secret plans.
Hello, I'm Dusky B. I am playing Jack with his left-hand mechanical man king. Yeah. We're splitting the party.
Going on a daring solo mission, we have our druid.
Hello everybody, it is your friendly neighborhood Ness here, and I play the Furball Druid Sonder Elwood, who has this in the fucking bag. He's not worried at all. He's going to do absolutely fabulous. Everyone give him a round of applause.
As it should be. And then we have our sorcerer.
Hi everyone, my name is Mythical, and I play Sayasambra, the Shadow Elven Sorceress. She is the angsty teenage elf that has a thing for no emotions and is slowly coming to terms with it's okay to feel, and may have a massive breakdown again because she kind of feels like she doesn't want Sonder to go on this alone, but trust the leader, and she will.
And then a subtle poke to see if they are back at their computer. We have our rogue.
Hello everybody, I will be playing Azazel, who you can thank Jack for having no comment on what's going down today.
Alrighty then. So, for a quick recap, our party have decided that they would actually like to reinstate the old burgomaster as head of the town of Vallaki. They've been to the burgomaster and seen him in his house and have come to an arrangement. If they can rally some of the old guard and free the burgomaster from his house arrest, then he will be willing to listen to demands on how to better run this town. The group spent an entire day finding ex-guardsmen and finding potential recruits to their cause, and they did actually manage to get 20 to 30 old guardsmen behind their banner and ready to fight for their cause. The day ended with you all looking out the window and seeing your lovely friend, the stalker and friend of Azazel, watching this group and gathering of people heading out the front door of the inn. I'm wondering what to do about that predicament.
Who's my friend?
The person that followed you originally to the coffin shop. You went up to him and you were like, who are you?
And he said wasn't he the one who invited me to the Watcher's house?
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Hey, Jack.
Yes, Azazel?
You know who that is? I'm gonna just subtly gesture towards him, try not to make it obvious.
I know who he is, yes.
You know who he works for, yes?
Yes.
So us amassing people in front of him may not be the best idea.
Well, they've already left, so... It's hard to
Do you
kind
think
of...
he noticed?
Probably, but he doesn't know what's going on.
Captain, my captain. This is your plan, your idea. Lead on.
Best is to play off what they don't know.
Cool. Absolutely, absolutely. That's the best thing you can do, absolutely. Continue. Please. Captain, my captain.
Well, in fairness, a lot of the discussions finished for the night and people were heading to bed. I just know that Aurora wanted to do something before she went to sleep, so I'll give them the chance to do that.
Mostly it would have been the, while settling for bed, I'm going to guess Azazel is maybe still sharing a room with her.
Yeah, I'll see why not.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, when they would have gone to settle down, she would have picked up a folded shirt that had been set on the table and hand it to him.
What, was mine something to smell?
Oh, but you were covered in blood last time I saw you. I thought you might
I
like...
still am.
Yeah, I thought you might like something fresh and clean.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. For some reason my brain thought, the new look is blood and turmoil and annoyance. Well, this is good too. Clean is probably still in town.
Yep. It's essentially a standard medieval shirt with a single bit of embellishment on it of a small four-pointed star that's about an inch tall in silver thread above the left breast.
Does that have any meaning?
Maybe it does.
That's why I have to
And
figure it out.
I'm just gonna grin and just say she's gonna say something in Celestial.
Okay, sure. Go for it. I have no idea what you say. I just look at you, just nod head, like, yep, alright.
That's the only clue I'll give you, and maybe I'll tell you what it means someday.
If we don't die tomorrow. You mean?
No. Well, gotta be hopeful, right?
Sure, yeah, but let's be hopeful. Absolutely. I have no comment on any of this. Zero, actually. So if you hear anything from me, it's never a comment.
Okay.
Alright, good. No comment, no comment. We're all gonna live tomorrow. It's all gonna be hunky-dory. The sun will come out.
Well, I guess optimism is my forte, so...
Right up your alley. Well, thank you for the show. No, that is mighty kind to you. And sorry, I don't have an answer before we all die. I mean, before we live. But I believe I will come to one after this shindig is over, or at least going to try. But if because we're all going to live.
All right. Well, then I look forward to it.
We're all living and breathing still.
Oh, I can hope so.
But no, shit's perfect. Thank you. Time to get some sleep. Let stay up. I don't know. Tonight seems weird to me. I'm not. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just sleep. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna double check the doors locked. I'm gonna check the windows locked. Like, I'm slightly paranoid tonight.
Would it help if I keep my sword in hand's reach?
You do whatever your heart desires. I don't know why. It's just like, not like we're gonna do anything really stupid tomorrow. We are doing this tomorrow, right?
As far as I know.
Okay, good. Glad that didn't change. Glad I know when the stupid's gonna happen. Alright. Let's be off for sleep, sure as all. That is, it's not like tomorrow we're gonna sleep forever.
We'll be fine. I hope.
Yeah, try to get some rest.
You.
All right then. Before you do anything, and before any of you press the long rest button, if you have already, then it's fine. But I need to check something very quickly. Okay. Because none of you... That makes sense. Okay. I'm learning things. A mirror.
Yeah.
You spend the night having horrendous nightmares.
Great.
You're plagued with images of pain. And someone standing above you, towering above you at a height that's immeasurable. This presence staring down at you, unworthy, unclean.
That's what I'm thinking or what they're thinking?
Well, it's the aura they're giving off.
Okay. They give off an aura of unworthy and unclean. Okay.
And when you wake up in the morning, you are exhausted. You don't get the benefits of a long rest. Your hit point maximum
Oh, damn, okay.
reduces by 8.
Is that a temporary thing for now?
You don't know?
So I should move my hit point max down 8 then?
I would make a note of it. I believe in the character sheet you can put like a -8 on your max and it tracks it for you.
Yes, it does. Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Everyone else is back. They are full rested, ready for the day.
So I just want to confirm the rest of us got long rests, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If possible, Saya just wants to say something to Sonder before they go downstairs.
I mean, that's perfectly fine. He'll probably be like, obviously you're an elf, so you get up first, but like we're kind of milling about around the room. Saunders putting on his like original like lilac colored shirt for good luck and is kind of just like sitting in the corner by the window, like clutching both of Queenie and his own locket, just kind of like doing all the good things to bring all of the good luck.
She grabs the muffin and goes over to him and says, "Would you share this with me?"
He'll kind of like open his eyes and give her a soft smile. Absolutely. Whatever you want. It's yours to eat or share with whoever you want, really.
So what she ends up kind of putting it in half, but she makes sure to give Sonder the bigger half. And she just goes, "I just want you to be careful today, and I know you need your strength, and I think food will help with that."
He gives her a very, like, kind smile and kind of, like, reaches up and ruffles the hair on her head. That's very kind of you. And I appreciate it immensely. He kind of, like, takes a bite out of his half of the pumpkin muffin and stands up from being on the floor.
Before she takes a bite, she would give him a hug.
Aw. He'll immediately hug her back. Very big, like, not bone-crushing, but very strong hug. And just, like, your support means everything to me. I know this is a bit of a dangerous situation, and no outcome is strictly linear, but I appreciate all that you do for me nonetheless.
I just want you to know that I'm thankful for everything you've done and said to me, and I'm worried about you today. I'm worried about all of us, but I know you'll be going in alone, so I want to make sure that you're okay, specifically.
He gives her, like, he kind of pulls away a little bit, like, his hands on her shoulders, and he's kind of looking down at her with this very, like, fond expression. It's kind of like the pride that you have in, like, a sibling is the best way to describe it. He kind of just, like, pulls away and looks at her with this smile and gives her a nod. Well, I'm glad I could help, and I am extremely proud of you from how far that you've come from when I've known you till now. And no matter what happens, everything will be alright. Just know that you're an amazing friend, and I treasure every single day that I get to spend with you.
She'll nod and kind of back away and start eating her side of the pumpkin muffin. Before placing the wrapper back on the desk.
Sonder will finish his in like a couple bites. Kind of like rub the crumbs off on the side of his pants and kind of like anxiously pull his hair to the side and kind of start doing it in like a loose braid. Just something to fiddle with his hands. But he'll kind of look up to her and be like, well, I'm ready whenever you are. Just say the word and we can go downstairs.
She nods as she pulls on her cloak and kind of ties it around her neck and starts heading for the door.
Sonder will follow suit, just tying off the little bit of braid that he has left. And yeah, meet everybody downstairs.
And so it begins.
If I'm able, I would like to catch Jack before he leaves. That I go downstairs.
That'd be easy enough.
Yeah, just knock on the door. Captain, oh Captain!
If I say I'm sleeping, would you listen?
No. I would just take more pleasure for waking you up.
Fair enough. Come on in.
I'll walk in. I'll close the door behind me. I'm going to say this and to you and only you because it would be fair to everyone else.
Before you do then, do you want me to leave the room?
Where the fuck did you come from?
I sleep in this room.
Ew. I didn't know.
It's the bedroom with 4 beds in.
Ew. Get out.
Cute. I was leaving anyway. And just leave.
Poor Amira.
Awful.
Close the door.
Admittedly, Irene is also standing there, just like, in that case, I will leave as well.
You're not ill. You're cute.
But I wouldn't want to intrude on your private conversation.
Thank you, thank you. You know what I'm going to say already.
I could pretty much probably guess, yeah.
What am I going to say?
This is a terrible idea. We shouldn't be doing this. Yada yada yada.
And we're all going to die. Except for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to live.
That was more included in the yada yada yada.
Okay, fair enough. No, but I feel like there's a bit of piece of information that I didn't disclose last time, but wasn't really thinking of it because I was just baffled on how horrible everything's plan is. Did I ever tell you I've been in the Watcher's house and explored, like, the floors?
Not particularly, no.
Okay, at some point I went there and said if she ever needs help, I'd be willing to help her out before we decided to go on this charade. So I kind of know the layout already. Why is Sander going in there? Is that the reason why?
For that as well as to get a guard count. Know who all's in there before... You know.
Okay, well, fair enough. I figured I'd give you that piece of information. Yep, you already know what I'm going to do if things start getting hairy, so you know that. You're not going to be there, but understand that. It's not personal.
I wasn't going to take it personally.
Good. So, alright, well, I just need to say that to say it. And if this is your plan still, so be it.
Still is.
Alright. Carry on, Captain. Oh, Captain, I knew you well. I will speak fondly of you.
Could you do me a favor, though?
Oh, it really depends. I don't like favors.
I fully understand. But you owe Watcher one, so I figured you possibly lend out another.
I was a what once?
You lent out the Watcher one.
Okay, I'm confused, but continue.
You said you'd do her a favor.
Oh, sure. I thought you said I heard watch and her, and I was very confused by watch her.
Watch her, not watch her.
Watch her. Okay.
Watch her. I barely know her. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That was valid, but she could give me things that more than you could ever give me. But yeah, what is it?
I'm not gonna be there.
Mm-hmm. Your choice.
I'm aware, but not to impede yourself, but if things do go south, things do go hairy, could you please just try to instruct Son to get out of there?
If I'm able to make an attempt, I will. If you perform a favor for me, that's more achievable than mine.
What's your favor?
Staya's coming in my group, right?
Say is going in your group, yes.
For the love of God, put her into your group. For the love of God, put anybody. I will take a cricket. Sorry, I should say gods, whatever it is, but please, I will take a cricket. No offense to Saya, she's fabulous. But give me anything else.
Willing to trade Saya for a mirror?
Oof. You're mean. Can I
So
have...
anyone else, I can't go in your group.
Yeah, but that's better, I guess. Is it better? Oof. I'm gonna like. No, never mind. Do your thing. I don't know anymore. Ew. I didn't think it could get worse, but like, is it worse? Is it better? I'm gonna think about it. I'll let you know. If I give you a nudge, it means to do that.
Will do.
Okay.
Just let me know before we are splitting up, alright?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You can't give me a nudge after we're already at two different locations.
I technically can, but it would be a mental nudge.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to trade two people at that point in time.
Alright, off to our deaths then. Or I should say your deaths. Sorry, that's me being positive.
To be fair, we have the day. They're gonna be showing back up here in the evening. And then we're gonna be going out.
I would fuck a lot then.
Enjoy your day, Zazel.
You as well?
I'll head on down.
I'll follow.
Alright then. I'm assuming before you split up into your two different groups that you're meeting in the tap room to have at least a little bit of a conversation beforehand.
Make it look natural, like everything's fine. Nothing suspicious here, folks.
I am gonna have to see Jack, Aurora, and I'm thinking Sonder close to when things are gonna go down if we want the telepathic link, because it's only gonna last so many hours. If we're wanting that.
Yes, please.
So I would say if we're splitting up early, I need to meet up with you guys closer to the time of event.
So, we're having me, Azazel, and Aurora all in the big upstairs room to make it look like we're having a very private conversation. That's when Sandra's gonna wild shape and leave out the window. So, technically, Azazel and Aurora are gonna be seeing him off. So, I think that's fine. Unless we're going with a different plan.
If you're wanting the telepathic link, I would have to do it then, and I can only do it that once per day, and it only lasts 1d8 hours.
Yeah, we're doing recon today, and it's like, if something goes bad, then we'll go and do it, but I thought we were doing the Watcher fight the day after.
No, we were going to
I
be
was
doing
not.
both. We might be
Yeah.
doing both fights tonight because that was from what I was understanding, is we were going to be waiting for the guards to reconvene here whenever they had their gear. We'd be heading out to do the reconnaissance, and if something goes south during the reconnaissance, that way we're already all there. We're in the area, instead of just all
Gotcha.
leaving.
Okay. That's my bad.
Waiting on the guards, and then we'll do the reconnaissance. Hopefully it goes well. If it doesn't, then we're also doing the mutiny.
Okay.
But yeah,
So
it still stands that we'll be able to see each other like right before Sonder goes off to be a fly.
Cool. Cool. Don't be a fly.
so I guess then it's technically up to you all what you're doing this morning.
Amira looks like hell. She literally like trudges down the stairs, goes to the bar, asks for coffee, and sits down. But she looks like crap.
Again, why I say to you.
Sonder would kind of just look at her in concern. Amira, are you feeling all right?
Bad dreams. I'm okay. I'm a little tired.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Do you happen to like tea at all?
No. This is a morning for coffee. This is a day for coffee.
I meant, afterwards. Like, are you amicable for drinking tea before bedtime?
I'm not opposed to it.
I have a certain blend of tea that I like to keep on me. It helps with relaxing, and I usually take it before bed when I'm very nervous about something. So, if you'd like to, at the end of today, when we're all going to bed, I can make a cup for you. See if that helps a little bit.
That sounds really, really good. Yes, please.
He just gives her like a big smile, and like very, very gently pats her shoulder. Of course. Just ask me whenever you need it, or if you have any other problems, I'm always available to talk.
DM,
Mm-hmm.
did the nightmare feel like a nightmare, or did it feel like something more?
It felt like a nightmare.
Okay. And I couldn't make out the figure at all. It was just a figure.
In long flowing robes.
In long flowing robes. Right. I had a pen, I've now lost it. Wonderful. Okay, so in long flowing robes. And the aura, was it like that's what they felt, or what they were thinking when they looked down on me?
It's very much the idea of like, it might not have been what they were thinking, but that's what you felt.
Okay. So they could have been feeling that about themselves or me then.
Mm.
Okay. Do I recognize the robes, or is that again too far away?
Not necessarily too far away, it's just the fact that they were out of focus.
Okay. I didn't notice any colours or anything.
No.
Black and white nightmare, got it.
Yeah. Sepia, if anything.
Okay. Amira would whisper to Irina, "Can we talk somewhere private?"
Of course. Where do you like to go?
Back upstairs is fine, I guess.
And she gives you a small smile and a nod as she begins to make her way upstairs. It's not really much subtlety that can be done as you have to walk outside to go upstairs, but she does the best she can.
As soon as they're in the room and the door's shut,
Mm-hmm.
I'm slightly worried about my nightmare, and I don't know whether or not to bring it up to the group.
Well, that's up to you. At the end of the day, it's your personal dream.
If I ask you some questions about it, I'm hoping you can kind of help me figure things out.
I can
'Cause I
definitely
really don't want to
try.
have to go and talk to Azazel about it.
Understandable. Alright, come here. And she kind of takes your hand and leads you to two of the beds that are opposite each other. So, what questions do you have?
This is gonna sound so weird. Do you know anybody who gives off an aura of unworthy or unclean?
Off the top of my head, Strahd. He thinks that most people are beneath him.
Okay.
But that doesn't necessarily make me think of unclean.
The nightmare, I was just getting like images of pain. And somebody who was towering over me, but like from a really, really, really tall height. And they're in like long, flowy robe clothes. And it was just this aura. And I don't know whether it was an aura they were just giving off, and that's what they thought about me, or if it's what they thought about themselves, or if it was just a general aura.
This is the problem with dreams. They are so up for interpretation that it is hard to know what is which. And you can see her like thinking this over and like genuinely giving it a lot of thought. Have you had this dream before? Do you remember it? Or is it new?
Yeah. DM, have I had this dream before?
No. This was a new one for you.
Nope. Completely new.
Okay.
The only other person I can think of is the abbot in Crest.
I mean, I guess that would make sense. You two do have a bit of a history.
Did I ever tell Irina that?
No, but she can just tell from the way that you ran from him.
Well, I guess most people know now. I think it's everybody except you and Azazel. And Saya.
I only figured from the way that you talk about him and the way that you talk about Kresk. I don't expect you to tell me your history. It's yours to keep.
Bullet point version. Not great parents. Parents did questionable things because when I was a toddler, I would talk to Mother Midnight. And they did questionable things from the ages of like 2 or 3 and up to 6. Until at 6 years old, they were told by the abbot to kick me out. And so I wandered the forests around Crushed for a bit until Ava and Vistani found me, and I was raised by them. So I don't like Crushed for that reason. That's why I've dyed my hair, changed my name. I'm also aware of the stigma that comes with Mother Midnight. So I'm sorry if that freaks you out and makes you think that you can't trust me. How did she take that news?
She had her, like, the best way I can describe it is like she had her like very like standard royal poker face until you said, "I'm sorry that makes you uncomfortable," and she like breaks that facade for just a second to give you this sad smile. I can only imagine how many times you have had to say that to people. Your religion does not make me uncomfortable. 'Tis yours to keep.
I know, it's just because of what people think around here with Mother Midnight and Strahd and everything.
It's not a favorable partnership, but at the same time, I don't blame you for it. As we've seen with our own party mates, the gods are fickle choosers. We can't control who they bless or bestow.
Thank you for understanding.
But if your nightmares are genuinely distressing you to the point that you feel like you need to talk to the group about it, then by all means, do whatever makes you feel more comfortable.
I'm aware dreams can mean more and sometimes can warn us about the future. What I'm worried about is that I do not know the person in the flowing robes. Because we've met a few people who give off that kind of vibe of looking down their nose at people and thinking they are unworthy and they are unclean. You said Strahd, I said the abbot. Could easily be the burgomaster, could easily be Lady Watcher. Hell, it could even be Azazel. It could be anyone. And right now, all I want to do is run back to my Orma and have her tell me what it means. But I can't do that, because I have to be here today.
And you see Irina nodding as she takes this in and goes, well, at the end of the day, if you want to go visit your grandmother, we can forge time for that. If there's something you want to do, we can spend the time to do it. It's whatever you wish at the end of the day.
This could be nothing, or this could be something.
Well, the only thing I can think to say to you is, as silly as it sounds, maybe you need to sleep on it.
I can't sleep. That's what got me into this mess.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I've had dreams like that before, where they've been intrusive and I've not been sure or clear on the message that they are trying to give me, but maybe the dream will happen again and it'll be a clearer picture this time. No, it's not the best hope, but maybe if you can have a bit of a lucid dream, look at their face, look at the way that they're acting, you can maybe get a bit of an idea of what's in front of you.
At the mention of lucid dreaming, Amira's eyes kind of widen a bit. That is a very good idea.
I try.
You are brilliant.
I am just a woman who also dreams in weird ways, so if anyone was going to understand, it would probably be me.
Do you think it has something to do with the fact that we have souls? And the souls here are kind of just recycled over and over?
It could be. It could also just be that we've been under a lot of stress and our brain is trying to process what we're going through.
That's also a possibility. Thank you for helping.
Anytime. If I can do anything to assuage your fears, I will happily help.
Talia, I'll be down in like 5 minutes. And if they ask, tell them to mind their own business.
She leaves with a smile.
As soon as she leaves and her footsteps like disappear from like my hearing, Amira is gonna look at her not signet ring, her holy symbol, which is her ring. All right, Mother. You gonna tell me what all that was about? Because I think you've just left me with more questions than answers. So I'd appreciate it if you spoke to me, please. And she's gonna pray.
Mm-hmm. Make a religion check for me.
Why are you so mean to me?
They gotta breach the divine gate.
Yeah, with a 12, I'm not breaching it.
Yeah, with a 12, nothing is breaching. You pray, and in a similar way that it has been for a long time, the gods of Barovia haven't answered prayers to anyone. And it seems that you're not the only one.
You guys are going to jail. Alright, fine. Keep your secrets then. Dom's out, goes down the stairs. Meets with the others and just chugs coffee.
You're all together again.
I don't have anything until tonight, the fight.
Sonder will kind of just be like sipping his tea, and just like making just pleasant conversation, like talking with Jack about like reminiscing, I guess, about time at the Full House, like being like, hey, yeah, I remember that time I turned into this, and Jack's like, haha, yeah, totally. Or like talking to Saya about like flowers or something. Just trying to keep his mind off of everything and just put his whole entire self in there.
Alright then. I need to actually roll privately. This is going to be interesting.
Uh-oh. That's not a good thing.
Now it's time for everyone to be worried.
Yeah, just a tad.
Okay. Alright then, that's good to know. How long are you waiting before you start this recon mission?
plan was until the guards came back. That way we had all of our forces ready to go at a moment's notice.
Okay. Slowly but surely, as the day goes on, more guards begin to trickle into the Blue Water Inn. Some of them look just as ill-prepared as they did yesterday. They don't seem to have been able to find any new armor or weaponry. Some seem to have taken out armor from their own personal stores. It seems that one or two had managed to smuggle their entire uniform into someone's hide before it was taken away from them. Two groups of three come into the room, and all of them are fully armored and seem to have the appropriate weaponry. But I would say Sonda and Amira, with your passive perception, you see that although they've done a decent job at trying to clean themselves up, there are still specks of blood on the armor.
Well, one man did say all he needed was a shiv to get his armor back, so, you know, good for him, I guess.
He speaks truths.
Yeah, but Amira's thinking, do we recognize these guys? Were they in the room last night? Or had they literally stopped the people wearing this armor on their way here and killed them, and basically are now trying to learn all our secrets and what we're doing to warn Lady Watcher because she's actually with them? Do I recognize these faces
Perception
from
check.
last night?
This is an easy way to learn this. Do you tell us this is your concern or no?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you want to know the ultimate way to find out?
Perception check?
I don't know what that is, but no.
That was out of character, douchebag.
I don't know. It was... I'll wait for your perception, but I have an idea.
16.
It's hard to tell, considering that the entire room yesterday was filled with 20 to 30 people. So now you're stood here, looking out at all these faces, and you genuinely don't know.
Yeah, Amira whispers her concerns to the group and then also says, like, I can't remember if they were here yesterday.
Right. Captain, can I find out?
Go for it.
Beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna get up and go to the bar and just kind of grab whatever's there. I don't care. An ale, whatever. Make it look like I'm bringing something over, kind of like service style, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna walk over to kind of the group and like, all right, then I have your drink, set it down. I'm like, did you kill the gods that we were hiring because you're part of the Lady Watcher, or are you who we hired?
This man's is not subtle at all.
It's to the point, direct.
I'm talking to the dude. It's the easiest way to find out and the fastest. Okay, I'm not yelling it. I'm just setting the dregs down, kind of having a conversation with him. It's the easiest way to do it. No rolling involved.
I'd probably roll for insight.
I'll think about it.
There's definitely a moment where they're a little taken aback by, like, the bluntness of the delivery. But he does give you a nod, and is there like, yeah, we were told to get our armor back, so...
You're not, like, lying to me right now, right?
Got no need to.
No need. I just look back and kind of give one of those thumbs up and, like, one of the eyes closed, like, we're good.
Can we insight from the distance that we are?
Are we inciting
no.
Azazel?
Valid. I'm surprised you guys let me go over here.
If you were wanting to insight, you would have had to go with Azazel.
I trust these guys, man. Are you kidding me? Like, look, I trust them. I'm gonna walk back. Yeah, no, I think they're good. They passed my security question.
Splendid. All right.
Hang on.
Now what?
I look to the guys and I, like, gesture them over to the table.
Sure, let's make this obvious.
I mean, all 6 of them begin to, like, slalom their way through a very quickly filling bar, but they do make it to the table.
Who did you meet with and what did they say?
One of them gives you a look of like a, huh? And another one of them looks to you and goes, we didn't meet with anyone. We tailed a guard into a dark alley and we shanked him in the throat.
I meant when you joined us. Who approached
You're very
you and what did they
skeptical.
say?
Oh, and like in fairness, all of them kind of look at each other with a because that they did not get that. Oh well, we've got a couple of people from different groups. I was approached by and he gestures to Azazel, and he showed us the seal of the Burgomaster and said that he was there for people to go on a bear hunt.
Yeah, sure. Almost all of that happened.
I mean, in fairness, you showed everyone the seal yesterday as proof that you had been sent by the Burgomaster, and, you know, we're almost doing a bit of a reverse thing right now, where last night we asked you for proof that you were legit, and now you're asking us if we're legit.
There's a lot of legitness going around here. I feel legitimated.
Sorry, I had to ask because you didn't really clean the blood off yourselves very well.
No shit. And you can see him like they're now like looking over each other, being like, "Oh yeah, you got bit on your collar, Jeff," and it's like reaching over.
Go get cleaned up.
So shindig on the road, Captain O Captain.
Yep. Everyone. Let's just start addressing the room.
Mm.
We're here to join the party. I'd like to divide everyone into 2 groups evenly. Gonna motion to the 6 people who are well
So in
equipped.
total, there are 8 people that manage to get full armor and equipment.
If you don't mind, I'm not sure your own relations, but if we get you guys split evenly between the two groups, it'd be fantastic. If not, I understand.
I mean, to be fair, between the, like, I will give you a precise number now, there is 22 of them. So they do manage to split equally between the two groups, where there are 4 armoured personnel, and then the rest are unarmoured.
Right. Group A. You'll be Group A. We're going to be going with Azazel, Aurora, Sonda, and Saya. Group B, you're going to be going with me, Amira, and King. Any questions? If things are going to be going down tonight, we'll yell out Hibernation's End. That'll be the cue to move in and take your objective. When we're leaving here, leaving the trickle, don't leave all at once. Again, try to play it off as inconspicuous as possible. Self will be walking around the Burgers Master's house on the outside. Just trying to keep casual. Don't approach me. If you don't see me outside, and if you're fighting on the inside, of course, come join the fray. Same thing goes with the Watcher's house. Whenever you're ready, Azazel, whenever you're ready, Sonder, kick this night off.
Sure. Alright, well then, I will choose Jack, Sonder. Who do I want the third one to be? Is there any particular person you want the third one to be?
I thought it was going to be Aurora.
Or
I'm leaning
they can
towards-
make a quick plan of, or a quick map of the Watcher house. That'd be nice if not.
Alright, Jack, Sonder, Aurora then. It will last for 6 hours.
Nice. Okay. Sandra will just kind of look at Azazel and be like, how do we know if it's working? Do you feel any different?
There's a lot of space in this brain. I'm just gonna say through it.
Sandra will kind of just blink and just telepathically, well, I mean, you do call me Big Brain, so I assumed.
True. I mean, you need the space for big brain. So yes, it's working.
He'll just give a zinc. Wow.
A zinc?
Azazel a little.
Hey guys, make sure you take your daily dose of zinc in the morning.
I really don't want to. It's a pill that's really hard to swallow.
Sandra gives Azazel this very, like, he's trying to be, like, funny, so he gives him, like, a smile that's supposed to be a smirk, with a little twinkle in his eye, and he gives him a wink.
Alright, let's be off. We're delaying this for far too long to begin with. Good luck, everyone. Good luck to you, Jack, Amira, everyone. It's, going to get...
We'll be alright. Everything will be fine. And this... it will work out perfectly fine. Just don't think about it too hard. Don't bring the negative energy in. We'll be fine. Well, alright. Wish me luck.
Yeah, Louis.
And I'll send in the... There it is.
All right then. Everyone begins to spread to their different jobs and their different posts. The armored guards specifically begin to rotate in a way that looks like they're following some kind of pre-organized route. You get the impression pretty quickly that they're trying to at least simulate that they're doing rounds. But I guess technically, the story now zooms in on Sonder. You ready?
I am so fucking nervous. Oh my god, let's go.
Sonder.
Before
go
Sonder
on.
leaves, I clap a hand on his back, and I cast Enhance Ability, specifically for Owl's Wisdom.
Oh. Thanks,
So
buddy.
you have advantage on Wisdom checks
Awesome.
for an hour.
I am extra brain now.
Yeah.
I am an extra smart fly.
Who doesn't love it? Alright then, Sonder. There are a couple of houses around the Watcher house that you can potentially hide behind, or are we sticking with the original plan that you're going to be hiding in one of the bedrooms upstairs?
I don't want to be seen, like, anywhere outside of the inn. Just in case. So yeah, I'll go into one of the, like, the bedroom that Saya and I share, and wild shape there, and go out the window.
Okay, easy enough done. You fly in the direction of the Watcher house, and you are able to get there pretty much untouched. You're able to fly above the rooftops away from people that might swat you. And you do actually notice that while there are a couple of birds that could have potentially flown down to try and mess with you in some way, they don't actually touch you.
Oh, what kind of birds are they? Just regular, or are they the ravens from before?
I mean, you struggle to tell them apart, but they are ravens.
That's why. Because they're our buddies. Okay.
But you are given an escort to the Northern District.
Thanks, guys.
You have been to the Watch House before. So you have a general description, you also have a general idea of things like layout. Real question is, what are you going to do? You as a fly have so many entrances and so many ways that you could get in.
I'm gonna first see if there's any, like, open windows. And If there isn't, then I'll find a gap in a door. Like, between a door and the door frame, and fly in that way.
Alright then, make an investigation check for me.
Alrighty. That's a 2. Okay.
You are, in all honesty, really struggling to find any kind of entranceway. For whatever reason, every window has been boarded up, or at the very least shut up, so that nothing can get in from the outside.
What about a chimney?
Well, there are multiple chimneys, so you can make use of them if you want.
Let's try that next.
Okay, so there are multiple chimney pots that you can make your use out of. So I'm going to give you a choice. There's one to the left side of the house, and there are 2 to the right. Left or right?
Is there one that looks like it's been used more or recently? Like, is there, like, fresh soot, I guess, near the top?
With your investigation, you have no clue.
Damn it. Okay. Alright. Why don't we go to the left?
Okay. Going down the left-hand chimney, you realise that this fire is actually used decently regularly. In the sense that as you're going down, while it's not clogged in any way, it is a relatively dirty flue. As you get to the bottom, you see that it's the kind of fireplace that opens up on both sides. So it's almost like a double-breasted fireplace. And you can either go to the left or the right. But you do hear voices coming from the right.
Okay. I guess we'll go to the right first, just to figure out who is talking.
You actually enter a room, Sonder, that you've never been in. You've never seen this room. Wood panelling, embroidered rugs, colourful furnishings, and a blazing fire make this chamber stifling. Mounted above the mantel is an elk's head, and across from the hearth, tall, slender windows look out over dead gardens.
Oh, okay. So we're by the... Okay, so we're by the gardens then.
You see, in the room is the friend, the person that's following you around town. They're also here. And they are talking to Lady Watcher.
I send a message to Azazel. I've breached the entrance, flew in through a chimney. It seems that our friend is talking with Lady Watcher. I'm gonna see if I can get a listen in.
Understood. And I'll pass that over to Jack.
is there like a chandelier or anything, like a light fixture that I can prop myself on that's like above eye level, but I can still hear what they're talking about?
Oh, definitely. It's the old style crafting of chandelier, where it's essentially hanging above you, but instead of it being crystals reflecting the light, it's just open candlesticks.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, then I will stop on one of the arms of the chandelier and try to listen in.
Easy enough done. It seems that you're catching in on the tail end of a conversation. Because while you're missing a lot of context, you still hear the friend, who I'm forgetting actually, and it'll need to be Asher that reminds me. Did he ever tell you his name? Or did he just say, I'm a friend?
Oh. I don't believe he actually ever told me his name. I believe he always said he was just a friend, but I think he gave me something to call him. I just don't remember what it was.
Fair enough.
Give me 1 second, it might be in my notes.
It's more the thing of, I don't want to just start describing him by his name if he never...
Larnak.
Ah, he gave you the name? Larnak. Fair enough.
Oh, we did do. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. My brain's still kind of mush.
No, you're all good. Alright then, so Larnak is there in front of you, Sonder. And you're picking it up halfway through a sentence, but what you hear is him saying, walking around the premises. Wasn't able to catch any details, but they seem to be mobilizing. He's sat in this incredibly stuffed armchair. And she stood technically in front of him, like it's like menacing above him. But he seems to be the one in control in this conversation. He seems to be the one relaxed and calm, whereas she's quite agitated.
Okay. Did she say anything back to him about the fact that people are mobilizing? Or is she just, like, indignant and, like, angry?
No, she does reply. She turns to Larnak. So what you're telling me is that you have come back here with no definitive answer, and all you're telling me is that people are moving? And to that he just kind of shrugs and goes, you told me to come back if there was anything that was worthy of reporting. This is the best I've got for you. And she kind of scoffs at that. Yes. I am going to my meeting. You are to get back into the streets and see if you can see them. Because if you can see them, then we can give directions. We need to be able to give an accurate location for him. And with that, Larnak kind of like brushes her off, doesn't really seem to be taking it too seriously. Goes, yes, of course. I will leave. You don't need to tell me twice. And he begins to head out of the doorway that's attached to, for you and your perspective, it's the left-hand side of the room. And it's the only door in or out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Left on her own, Lady Watcher begins to mess with the sleeves of her robes. She's still wearing that kind of ceremonial robe that you've seen her in quite a few times. But there's a little bit more ornamentation, there's a little bit more, like, extra fanciness to it. And she's just messing with the edges of the trim and picking at a bit of lace. You can tell that she's agitated. You can tell that whatever is going on today, it's stressing her out.
Gotcha. Okay.
But she begins to, before you decide what to do, she begins to, at pace, walk from the room.
So she's just pacing back and forth?
She's pacing, agitated, and then almost with like a moment of direction and conviction, she begins to head towards the door. She's leaving the room.
I will trail behind her, still above eyeline, and just slightly behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And as she's walking, buzz in to Azazel. I found Lady Watcher and Lornak talking. They seem suspicious of us. We know he's been keeping watch. They know that we have people moving. But he isn't convinced, even though Lady Watcher is. She said that, I quote, "We need to have directions so we can hold on. Let me rephrase that. We need to see where they are so we can give him directions. I don't know who this him is. I arrived at the conversation too late, but they are suspicious of us. So she said to report back if they see any of us in the street. So we need to be careful and keep hidden."
Understood. I'll relay that to Jack. And what's your next move?
She stormed out of the room, so I'm following behind her, getting the layout and seeing if there's anybody else.
Continue forth.
At this time, how many guards, if any, have started like grouping around the Burgermaster's house? Because I'm not over at the Watcher's house.
Mm-hmm. So, you have with you... What is 22 minus 8? That's... 14?
22 minus 8, yeah, that's 14.
Okay, so you have 4 armoured guards as part of your entourage, and then you have 7 unarmoured guards that are hiding with you in the alleyways. And then
so
the
11.
Mm-hmm. And then around the Burgomaster's house, it's a very similar configuration to what you had the other day, in the sense that there's a guard on every corner. There seems to be someone patrolling at any given point. they're keeping a very tight watch on this man.
I'll message back to Azazel. When their informant leaves, and you think it's a good time, let us know. We'll strike on your call. You guys need to get the Lady Watcher first. Whoever this guy is, we don't want him showing up.
What if that guy's Strahd?
We definitely don't want him showing up then.
So if it's Strahd, we're not doing this, right?
If Strahd's on his way here, yes, we're not doing this. But if you guys kill Lady Watcher before that message gets out, we're doing this.
Are you fighting the same time as we are, or only if she gets the message out?
We're fighting the same time you are.
Okay, fair enough. Love that idea. Alright. I will update you. Don't die yet.
Okay. You, Sonder, are following the Lady Watch through the house. You see Larnak exiting out the front door. Like, you can see him through the front window. You're back in the dining room. So it turns out you've been in a side room connected to that little parlor area this entire time.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which immediately makes you think of the question, how many times has Larnak been in that side room while you've been having conversations with the Lady Watcher? Because with the fireplace being open like it is, sound just travels straight through.
Yep. Sandra will also message back to Azazel the layout of the coming in, the dining room area, and then that side room. Just to be sure. Because none of us have been in there before.
I'll relay that to the group I'm with.
And Aurora will start jotting it down.
So, Aurora, you have essentially found the leftmost room of the house, sorry, if we're doing like a stage left.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just filling in the rest of the blanks. Sonder, can you please make me a stealth check using the flies statistics?
Statistics. We have the same stealth.
Oh, fair enough.
So
In that
would I
case, then just roll a stealth check then.
Oh
A
my
6.
god,
A
hello?
4. Okay. So as you're darting through the house, you're realizing that Lady Watcher is moving quicker than you're able to keep up just with your fly speed. She is moving so much quicker than you're able to keep up. So you have to abandon a little bit of stealth just to make sure that you're following her the best way that you can.
Is it like she feels like something is wrong, so she's zigzagging type of, like, panic, I have to lose them? Or is it, I need to hurry up and do this thing, so I am going fast?
Well, originally it was I need to move, so I'm gonna go fast. But then she looks up at you and is fully just
Like, straight at me.
straight at you. And
As soon as she looks at me, I immediately go to the nearest light and start bonking against it. Not hard to, like, hurt myself, but like acting like a normal fly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, haha, I'm not following you. I was going to the light.
Mm-hmm.
Stand on like the nearest sconce, I guess, and start like, doing the fly thing where you rub at your eyes and then you like clean them off.
Okay. I will let you either do a nature or a performance check to try to convince this lady that you are a fly.
Let's all agree on one
Okay.
thing. If druids actually exist, I'd be the most paranoid about any type of animal.
Okay. Come on. Okay, big money, no whammies. Come on. We fucking got this. Let's go. We can do this. We're gonna be fine. Everything is fine. Let's fucking go. 17. Okay.
Okay. It seems that in her stress, she does look at you, but seems to give you the most quick of like, oh, I can't deal with this right now. And turns and goes to leave the room. You do hear her yelling out to one of the servants in the room beyond that you're not quite in yet, as she calls for some kind of fly repellent.
Okay. I'll message to Azazel that I have been spotted, but she thinks I'm just a normal fly. So I'm going to go to a different room now. Wish
Do you
me
think
luck.
that's the best idea? Do you think you found enough layouts for what we need?
I've only found one room so far, so I still have an entire house.
What? Maybe you check out the room where she's heading first. Yeah, that might be the important room. Don't do anything stupid.
I will try my best. And I guess I'm following her, but at a like tailing behind her, so it's not like I'm right on top of her. I'm gonna go more towards the ceiling this time.
Mm-hmm.
Because normal perception for people is just eye level and slightly above. So if I'm more towards the ceiling, it's not as suspicious.
I just want to just make sure this is clear as well. Well, I'm not getting a message back from Azazel. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for Larnak. I don't know his name, but the Watcher's pet.
Completely fair. In that case, then, can I get just a generic perception check from anyone keeping an eye out from Larnak? And then... Actually, no. Let's do this first. Don't worry about that. If you've already rolled it, fair enough. We'll keep that 16 for a mirror. Can you all in the second group, so the ones that are at the Burgomaster's house, can you please roll a stealth check for me?
Why was that with disadvantage, Jack?
My equipment.
Ah, okay.
Okay. I will keep those stealth checks in mind. Jack, if you're keeping an eye out for Larnak, feel free to do a perception check when you're ready. Okay, we've got a 16 and a 12.
No, I'll keep it.
Okay. Sonder, you continue to follow Lady Watcher into a room that you've never been in before, but it's very clear from just looking around what it is. It is the house's kitchen.
I'll let Azazel know that I followed her through the kitchen. He knows where that is because he's been there, but...
And you actually watch Sonder as she keeps going, in the sense that there's a door to the far, back left in the kitchen. And she goes through that door.
Alright, going through the door in the back left of the kitchen.
And she takes a bit of a meandering route, in the sense of the door after that seems to lead to some kind of storage room. There's crates of old clothing, there's barrels of drinking water. It's a little bit of all over the place, but then she takes another door to the left, which seems to be some kind of back porch. It's just this small little room, but it gives her access to the back door of her house.
Okay, gotcha.
And then she almost takes another immediate left turn as she walks into another small room that seems to be a little cloak room.
I'm gonna stay a little bit more by the door this time. Just in case. So, either on the door frame, or, if there's paintings by the wall, or any fixture that I can kind of, blend in with, or, hide, line of sight from, I'm gonna go there.
Can you make another stealth check for me, please?
That's an 11.
An 11. Okay.
I'm rolling so bad.
She reaches through the coats and reaches for something. It's almost like this Narnia, where she reaches through the coats and seems to grab onto something. And she reaches through the cloak and the coats, but she stops. She pauses, and you realise that through your own anxiousness, you've let your wings rub together just that little bit too much. And you've been absent-mindedly buzzing. And you hear her whispering something under her breath in a language that I don't believe that you recognize. This one I really quickly check your character sheet to be like, what languages do you speak? Yeah, it's in a language that you don't speak. And you watch as she opens what looks to be some kind of hidden door, obfuscated by the cloaks and almost built into the back wall of this little closet itself. And it reveals this stone staircase that heads down and into a room beyond that you can't really see.
I relay the message to Azazel about the secret passageway, but also putting in the fact that this woman is extremely paranoid. She spotted me again. I don't think it's a good idea to keep following her.
Yeah, wait one. Jack, they've been spotted again. Do we move in?
Yeah, we can't risk it.
We can't what?
We can't risk it. Move in.
Alright,
Sonder.
give us 15 before you move in.
Does an 18 hit you?
Yeah.
Jesus
Fucking good.
Christ. Yeah, an 18 hits.
You take... Let me see the breakdown of this. You take 5 points of piercing damage and 9 points of poison damage.
That would bring you out of your form, would it not?
Yep. That pops me right out, but I don't take any of the damage because it was to my wild shape.
Well,
I'm perfectly fine.
It
Your
transfers
spider
over
had
the remaining
14 health.
All damage transfers over that didn't take. So whatever your wild shape takes, anything that was left over, you now take.
Ah, okay.
Uh-huh.
That's fine. Okay, hold on.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, actually, to be fair, I've done that wrong. That's my bad. You definitely take the 5 points of piercing, and then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. And that'll determine how much poison you take. Okay, so because you succeeded, you take 4 points of poison. So you take 9 points of damage in total.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you take away, it almost treat it like temporary hit points. So the beast takes the damage first, and then whatever's left over goes to you.
Got you. Okay.
And you're relaying this information to Azazel. And as you're waiting for Azazel's reply, you feel with this like laser-like precision something sting you. It's like you've been had a needle jammed into your arm with no precision. It's burning, and you can feel your skin as a fly begin to melt.
Oh, yeah.
You...
Pure panic. As he'll just message Azazel, I've been compromised!
Is this process into initiative, or am I able to respond and do something to you?
You're able to respond. There is a moment.
Fuck, is what you're gonna hear. And, unlike my normal movement, I will go ahead and I will just book it out of wherever we've been hiding and waiting, and I'll just start moving. I'm pretty sure the rest of the group's going to understand what that means. If not, well, you need your daily Azazel supplement.
Where are you moving to?
Where were we staged?
Wherever you want it to be.
I assume we were waiting, like, somewhat, like, in, like, the bushes near the front door, like, a little further out, like, that kind of area, I was guessing. I could be wrong. I'm assuming we were sticking together so I could relay everything. So wherever that opportune place would be. And then, what's the front entrance look like again?
So the front entrance is essentially a porch leading up to a front door that leads to a little, like, footlocker closet that then leads into a three-pronged door situation where the stairs are in front of you, dining rooms to your left, kitchens to your right.
Is there any windows, like, next to the front door, like, kind of looking out, like, you know, those, like, tall, slender windows?
Yeah, there's one to the dining room.
They're wide enough for me to just jump through?
Yeah, if you do enough force to break the glass.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to assume the front door is locked.
Don't know about that, trying.
Oh, but I could just pick... Yeah, but I also need to get the rest of the group in there, but I'm faster than everyone else. Fuck me. Alright, yeah, I'll run to the front door. I gotta work out for the rest of the group. If more of us are in there, better than just my ass. I'll try the front door.
The front door is locked.
Okay, well, let's fucking pick that real quick, because we're gonna need everyone else to get in.
Alright then, make a Thieves' Tools check. And while you're doing that,
Okay,
Sonda. Go on.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 25. That door is unlocked. Sonda.
Yeah.
Pinned to the wall above you, which says a lot, as it's almost like half on the wall, half on the ceiling, you now see this small red creature. Eyes purely yellow. Small little horns coming out of his hairless head. Leathery bat wings coming out to help it maintain balance from its corner position. The thing that injured you was the scorpion-like tail that's coming out of its back. As it looks down at you, now on the floor, because there's no way that you could keep clinging to the door frame as you.
Yeah.
And it just smiles down at you. The mistress was expecting. Good evening. And with that, it goes invisible.
Okay. Alright. Hold on. I think I have a spell for this. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
So I'll give you a moment to think about what you're going to do, Sonda. Jumping back over to the group at the Burgomaster's house. Jack, you have received that message in your head. I'm like, okay, Sonda's been compromised. We need to go. These tools check was a 28, fair enough.
I'm just gonna yell out the hibernation ends. and start charging the Burgermaster's house. King be running out in front of it to take out one of the head guards.
Okay, a couple of things are happening at once. Amira, you hear hibernation ends. All of the guards, both suited and non-suited, begin to charge in, and it definitely starts this kind of all-out brawl situation. But you, from your hiding place where you took that moment to look before you started running, you can see Larnak. He was walking, seeming to check on the guards and wanting to see their positions, and now he sees your group.
Who sees Larnak?
You do.
I'm so sorry, my computer decided to mute itself, so I've literally just got it back onto working again.
No, you're right. So with the 16 that you got for your perception check ages ago, you can see Larnak coming. Thankfully, you took the moment to breathe. You didn't immediately go charging in, because now a fight is happening. A brawl is happening at the Burgomaster's house.
Okay.
The only problem with that is, as you take the moment to assess, it's like, okay, Larnak has seen us, we need to factor that into what we're going to do. You then turn and look and see that, along with the guards and Jack and King, Irina has also charged out. She heard the call, hibernation's end, and she's gone. She's helping one of the more ill-prepared people of your rabble just take the life of a guard.
Okay.
But with that, she's out in the open, and you can see that Larnak has clocked her.
Okay. And I wasn't able to change my spells over because I didn't sleep.
No, because you didn't benefit from a long rest.
No. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to go after Larnak. Can I get to him with my movement?
No.
I would have to, like, dash to get to him then?
You would have to spend multiple turns dashing.
So how far away is he then?
If I get the map of Vallaki up, because this isn't about being outside the Burgmaster's house, this is about being on the street. If the Burgomaster's is N3, he came from there, you were hiding in there. Oh god, he's probably using my fingernail for scale. More than 500 feet away from you.
Okay, bollocks. Okay. I shout for Jack. And I point to Larnak.
Larnak?
That way then he...
Yeah. In response to you yelling out to Jack and being like, Larnak is now turning to run in the opposite direction. Like, he's seen you, and he's seen that you've seen him.
Yep. I then run to Jack. You need to tell them he's going back.
Will do. I'll send a message over to Azazel. Larnak's seen us. He's on his way back over your way.
We assume.
I'm just going to roll some attacks for Irina, just to be like, how effective is she at skewering a guard? Because this might end up becoming more of an out brawl. Can you also roll attacks for King for me?
How many attacks do you want from King?
If we're saying that, I think it's safe to say that in the time that's passed, 2 rounds have gone.
2 attacks from King. Got it.
Yeah, and then I'll do another attack from Irina. Second one not as good, so she needed help, realistically. King is not hitting.
Jack would. Not with that next one as well.
King is not hitting. The guards are just a little bit too sturdy for him.
But Jack would send off that message to Zazel. Let him know that, what's his name is back heading his way.
Understood. Glad to hear it. I want to be the one that kills that little bitch.
So I guess the question becomes, Saya and Aurora, the last thing you heard from Azazel was that Sonder was following the Lady Watcher through the house, and then suddenly he just stands up and sprints towards the house. What are you doing?
Aurora would probably follow. Put 2 and 2 together of like, oh, shit hit the fan, let's go.
Say it's not here, so that's probably whether or not Rouge wanted. I just saw the message. I also had a question, DM. I'm not sure how you're rolling everything. I was wondering that I'm assuming it would take my action to use the thief tools, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to have used my cunning action to bonus action dash and go the way that Sonder had told me to try to get further in after opening the door.
You follow the directions, because he said that he was heading through the kitchen. You know where the kitchen is, you've been there before. So you run through the door, and you're met immediately with Halik, the footman.
Hello?
As he just looks to you, like, surprised to see you, and is like, Good afternoon, sir.
Here to see the Lady Watcher.
She is in a meeting at the moment, but I can come and collect her if that is what you're wishing.
I would love to accompany you, thank you. I know the secret entrance. I've been invited.
Make a deception check, please.
That's fair. Deception. And I am proficient with it. Oh, the 1019! Bitches!
Okay.
Yeah, does it fail?
No. With that, Halik just goes, oh, well, if you know the secret entrance, you can head on through yourselves.
Perfect. Sonder did tell me where that was, right?
Yes! Oh, I did!
Okay, I wanted to confirm. Okay. I wanted to, as confidently as possible, try to find it.
So, with your movement, Azazel, because what is your movement speed?
It would be 30, and then because I'm dashing, it would then turn into 60.
Yes. So, to get from there to there...
Why is my movement speed not... Why? What? Oh, there we go, okay.
So you're able to get to the door to the storage room, but that's as far as you get on your turn.
That's fine.
Aurora comes running in behind, so I'll say that you get to the front door, Aurora.
Okay.
Just because with Azazel being able to, like, doubly sprint, and he set off before you, it makes sense that you'd be a little bit behind. Sonder. There's a creature in this room and you can't see it.
Alright. So, I am going to cast Fog Cloud.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put...
I was going to say, you can put the template down if you want, but we'll remember that that's just in the porch.
And as soon as I'm obscured by Fog Cloud, I use Hidden Step. So I am also invisible.
Okay. the imp is going to try and attack you. Admittedly, it will be with disadvantage, because you are invisible, but it's gonna at least try. And that's a natural one.
Oh,
Okay. If it was any other weapon, it would have lost it, but you can't really lose the thing that's attached to your back. So, we'll say there's no effect. But that does mean that the imp pops out of invisibility, because it takes an action to redo that. But it's still in the fog cloud. So yeah, actually, Sonder, the imp moves away from you. And I will give you the chance to make an attack of opportunity with disadvantage if you want to take it.
Where would the imp be moving towards?
Away from
what
you.
What is the trajectory?
Away from you. Because that's the thing of fog cloud. You can't see it. You just feel it moving away.
Okay. Since I was by the door, is it open or closed?
The door in the cupboard is closed.
What about just the door that we came through?
Yes, that one is closed because Lady Watch would have shut it behind her, but you know that it's not locked, it's just shut too.
Okay. I need to think very carefully about this. Technically, I can open the door and go through it, and it won't break my invisibility. I just don't know if I'll be able to open it quietly enough so that it doesn't hear. So I don't think I have anything. So I checked, and I unfortunately don't have anything to see through invisibility, which sucks. I thought I did, but I didn't. Yeah, okay. Fine. I'm gonna try to open the door quietly and go through it and loop back around to see if I can catch up with anybody.
Okay. Going back to the group at the Burgomaster's house. You see Larkin turning to run away. What do you do?
I look to Jack. Am I chasing or am I staying?
You're staying. They'll handle them.
Okay, I work on getting the door down.
Okay, so you go across the square up to the front of the Burgomaster's house with the intent of smashing down the door?
I mean, we're all going there anyway, and we've got to get through that door, so...
Do you try the door first?
I get King to 8 smashing through this door.
No, we're smashing through the door. We're not even going to try it. We're going to smash.
Alright then, do
a
it.
timetable here.
Do a generic strength check for me then.
I don't get to use my weapon.
I mean, yeah, but you're trying to use it like a siege weapon right now. It's not going into flesh.
Okay, did you say that somebody was helping me?
If I could get King to 8, that'd be fantastic. If not, I fully understand.
Yeah, that's fine.
King's leading me?
turn order right now is nebulous, because it's the idea of, yeah, we're just moving back and forth between the two groups. Trying to keep it fair.
Okay. So am I rolling with advantage then?
Or if you're helping King can roll with advantage. It's just whoever you think will do better.
I don't know who's stronger out of her and King. I don't know King's stats.
It's your choice.
I'll roll with the advantage. Okay, 17.
Okay. Yeah, you chop a giant splinter out of these ornately carved wood doors. You're on the way.
Go again?
Yeah, because you got 2 attacks, so go for it.
Oh yeah, I have. I forgot about that. Is King aiding me with this one as well, or?
Yeah, he's giving you the aid action, so he's just going for it.
Oh, okay. Okay. 23.
The frame of the doors begin to physically bend in their door jamb. I will say, actually, yeah, you smack it, Amira, and it's at that point you learn the door wasn't locked. That, like, it just opens as you put enough force into the hinge.
Fine. Yeah, so we just open a door then.
Yeah, door is open, and with that, more guards become alerted to your presence as they begin to converge from either side of the house, and you can hear movement from upstairs.
Bonus action, I'd like to rage.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go straight for the Burgomaster's room.
So, I'll say that you using your movement to get up to the front door, you're now through the threshold, and then on your next turn you're going to be running upstairs.
Okay.
Gonna have Irina stay outside and helping some of the more common people. I'm just gonna keep attacking guards as they come left and right. Oh shit. Who doesn't love that? Oh, because I'm clicking on King, he might have accidentally taken some damage there.
Nothing I can't resolve. No, he's good.
Oh, that's fine then. That's all that matters. And then attack. Okay, second one doesn't hit, but Irina on her own takes down one of the guards and then turns to go aid like one of the other unarmed ones that's there off to the side.
For Jack's action, he'd be helping trying to just take out as many guards as possible.
Well, if you want to make attacks, that's up to you. So through
They
the...
were hard to hit already.
they're all wearing some version of either plate, or at the very least they're wearing a breastplate.
We'll risk it for biscuit.
But yeah, so at the moment you've killed... As I go back up to look at damage... A 15 does not hit, unfortunately.
One more.
The 19 will, though. Yes, one card just immediately goes through the head of someone, like out the back of the helmet.
Ooh.
So that now is 5 guards that you've killed. So there's not that many outside, but there are more moving from inside and from different positions that they were guarding.
They are not prepared for that.
So that is everyone at the Burgomaster's mansion. You have raged, yes.
Yeah, I forgot to click on it as I said
Moving,
it. Sorry.
moving back to Team Watcher. Who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay.
Sorry, I was gone.
Do you know what you're doing?
Is Aurora and Azazel ran toward the front, right? And Aurora followed behind.
Mm-hmm. And I assumed that you did the same.
Yes. I'd like to possibly. Who's? Is it possible to do a perception check just to see what's going on? Like who's in front of them or what's going on? Or
So I can tell you from where you are, because right now you're stood at the front door.
okay.
Really, the only thing you can see is that little porch entryway, and then the stairs in front of you. But it's clear there's no one there other than Aurora, who's next to you.
She's gonna. Okay. Well.
I would say, though, just because of the way that turn order works, as you're running up, you can hear Azazel talking to someone. Both of you can.
Yeah, I think she'll take Aurora to get closer to see who he's talking to.
Okay, so you're moving at half speed to drag Aurora with you.
I mean, you wouldn't really need to drag Aurora. She'd be following after too.
Well, no, but I mean in the sense of... Mythical's just said that Sarah's using her turn to move Aurora as well, so I have to use the word drag, because it's key term.
No, that was to Mythical of like wouldn't really need to be doing that because Aurora would be moving on her own to Azazel.
Oh, fine, and they're going together then.
Fair enough. So we'll say that at the same time you two walk through the door, following like the voice of Azazel talking to someone, and you are both met with the footman, who has introduced himself at the door every time that you've come to visit. So now, Azazel, you're dealing with the fact that, yeah, you managed to deceive the footman that you were invited, but you turned to see the two of them, like, bumble into the kitchen.
Yeah, I figured I would kind of look over my shoulder and just kind of give a little two-finger salute, and I'm gonna just kind of be like, "It's your problem." I am good at speed, and right now Saunders shouldn't be alone.
Okay, so
I can't lie. There's no way I can make him believe that we're all going to go. Like me, I'm an asshole. Of course, I would be there, but everybody now.
I mean, he's looking at you for an explanation.
Oh, like he's not obviously like, this is wrong?
No.
Oh. Ooh, what's a quick lie? Oh, okay, I was just good. Like, is he like in between me and the door that I need to go to?
No. He was at a preparation table off to the far right, but he's come to be a little bit more central just to talk to you and greet you in front of the fireplace. So you are like 10 feet away to his right, and then they've appeared through a door that's 10 feet in front of him. So he's almost like the triangular point between the four of you.
Okay. There.
So if you're there, Aurora would be there, Saya would be there behind, like they're all walking through, and then he is using Irina as a placeholder. He's there.
And the door is like here?
The door is here.
Oh, it's right there. It is right there. I don't want to take a step away and use my fucking movement. But... Look, they followed me. I didn't have any choice. Lady Watcher's gonna be fine with it. I've already kind of let her know ahead of time. And I'm gonna start making my way.
Deception check.
See, yeah, it's figures. Oh! 24?
You can see that he's looking at the two of them with, like, there is a bit of disbelief in his look, but he does step back and wave them through.
Thanks, kid. I'm just like, hurry the fuck up. I will use again my bonus action, kind of action to dash at least once to see how far that gets.
So I'm moving Fog Cloud so that it's relative to you. So if the door is there. Okay, so pretty much as soon as you step into that storage room,
What the?
you are covered in fog.
I'm gonna go ahead and go telepathic to Sandra. Why is it black? Why is it dark?
Sandra will hear the door open and just hear Azazel and just be like, there's an invisible imp in the room somewhere.
I can't help you if I can't see.
How do you manually drop concentration?
I believe you have to right click.
You need to go to measurement controls, which is below the token controls on the left, I believe.
If you go to the top right corner of your character sheet, actually, you click on the DAE, go over to, it's either going to be in effect summaries or I think enabled effects. That'll drop the actual condition.
Oh, that's what you're asking. My bad. I thought you were talking about the template.
Oh, you're good.
I mean, yeah, technically
yeah,
I can do. I can just do that.
Drop fog cloud. He'll just be like, I'm invisible, I'm by the front, I'm right by the door, you're actually like a foot behind me.
So I would like to point out one thing too. I want to make sure Aurora and Saya both heard what I told the butler, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope they're smart enough to know where I'm going with this. I'm going to also telepathically speak to Sandra and be like, I said we were supposed to be here for the Lady Watcher. I don't know if we've blown the cover entirely, but if it doesn't, run with it. And I like to use the rest of my movement to get down the stairs. Like, I fucking belong here.
Okay, so you make it into the little entryway. You don't see Sonda. They're still invisible. In fact, actually, no, to be fair, you're only invisible for a turn. So Sonda pops out of invisibility.
I'm just by the door.
Yeah.
Stop. Don't do that to me.
I'm sorry, it only lasts for a little bit, but she went that way. There's an imp somewhere in this room, who has a very, very painful stinger.
I want to say this not quietly, but if it's possible in a commanding voice that doesn't echo horribly or if at all, I want to yell, "Bitch of an imp, don't tempt me. I'm a guest here. I'm more important than you." I'm going to just continue and just see if I can fucking bluff my way through this.
So, Aurora and Saya, you heard what Azazel said to the footman, and if you want to just use your dash action, you can head through the kitchen.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so using movement. Okay, so I will say that at the end of this turn, everyone is beginning to head down these stone steps. You're heading towards what seems to be this little basement. But that is the end of the turn for the people at the Watcher House. Going back to the Burgomaster's mansion, we have Amira running up the stairs, and you are immediately met with a shield wall of 4 guards that have essentially posted themselves at the top of the stairs. So they've kept the high ground and they're trying to keep you out of it.
I did a stupid and I raged when I shouldn't have. Is dropping rage an action or is it a bonus action to drop?
I believe it's a bonus
Don't
action.
you get a level of exhaustion though?
That's only certain rages.
That would be frenzy if I frenzied. And I didn't frenzy, I just raged. I can end rage as a bonus action. Okay. Alright. So I will end it as a bonus action. And for my action, I will cast Thunder Wave. So
Okay.
each creature and a 15-foot cube originating from me must make a con saving throw and take. But I'm also going to use. I'm just going to pop it up here just so it's easier. But I'm also going to. Is that a feature I have now? Yes. Okay. I'm going to use Wrath of. Is that the one I can do? That's it. Channel Divinity, Destructed Wrath. I will roll max damage instead of rolling for it.
Okay, so what is your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is a 15.
Okay, so 2 succeed, taking half. And that
Which will be
is 16.
8.
So two of them die instantly. The other 2
Okay.
look incredibly rough, but they still hold up that shield wall.
Okay. So that was one action and it was an attack action. Which means I get to swing at one of them with a battle axe.
No, you used your action to cast a spell.
I get to attack twice as a barbarian.
Yes, no, but I mean, like, you have to do a melee attack to attack twice as a barbarian. You used your action to cast your whole action to cast that spell.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you make a melee attack action, you can make an additional attack action. You're doing that, but that's only if you make a melee attack action.
Is this not an attack action?
No, it is casting
it is
a spell.
a attack action. The attack action is hitting something. Spell attack action. Spell attack action.
Okay, I'm just gonna pop that in there because it just says just the attack.
No, I know. So, what that means is that when you make a melee attack, so you're using your action to make a melee attack, you can attack twice. But you casting a spell takes the whole action on its own. Otherwise, it'd be too OP.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess that's my turn. I can do my action and my bonus action.
Okay. Irina's going to stay outside because there's still some guards that are trying to beat back. Essentially, it's old guard versus new guard. And Irina's just trying to lend a sword where she can. So she's just going to keep attacking. Jack, what are you doing in this moment?
I'm gonna be helping the spear tip. I'm gonna have, for bonus action, can just move in, try to take out one of the guards. And yeah, Jack's gonna be trying to take out some guards as well on the inside. Break that shield wall.
Okay. Admittedly, when Irina does hit, she's killing guards outright, but she just needs to hit.
King, you tried. It's alright.
What happens to King? Or can you roll damage for King's force empowered rend for me, please?
Yes, I can.
Oh no, he
Of
hit
course.
somebody.
And this is force damage, isn't it? Yeah. Amira, you take 11 points of damage. As King goes to slam down,
Oh,
You-
right, yeah, because I have the... Because I'm concentrating on that thing for Sonder, so...
yes, you are.
If you're concentrating on a spell, it's already gone because you went into rage.
Oh, of course, yeah. Thank you. Get rid of that then.
That is fair enough. But yes, so King goes to strike down, and they manage to deflect the blow at the elbow with one of the shields. So instead of hitting the shield wall, it actually slams, I'd say with the angle, it probably into your hip and your thigh. So there is a crunch, it just smacks into your shoulder.
I... Ow!
Sorry! And then Jack's gonna be throwing 2 cards at the shield wall.
Mm-hmm.
Risking it for a biscuit. Probably not gonna hit.
That is not hitting.
Second card. Probably also not gonna hit.
That's not hitting either.
I need to stop risking it for a biscuit.
Because these guys
It's
are
not
in...
worth it. Enough chocolate on.
Because these guys are in full plate armor, but then they also have shields. So their AC is higher than a standard guard.
Yeah.
Um, that's everyone at the Burgomaster's house. People at the Watcher house. You walk
Hi.
down the stairs and you find iron torch sconces cling to the wall of a stone staircase that cuts its way through the heart of the old house. The staircase rotates around at almost a switchback 180-degree angle. And it brings you down to a cellar. It's an old-style root cellar that has a dirt floor. 2 ascending flights of stone steps, enclosed by wooden railings, stand across from each other. You've come down one, and then there's another on the opposite wall. Tracks in the earth lead from one staircase to the other, and the other trail goes from both staircases to an area that you can't quite see from where you are. But as you look round the corner of this wall, as you come down to base level, there are 4 neatly made cots set against the south wall.
So we have 2 possible directions of where the Lady Watcher went. Correct?
That you do?
Is the imp leaving me? Like, do I feel like my commanding voice succeeded in telling the imp to fuck off?
If it did, nothing has happened to you.
Okay, I'm okay with this. The other one, wait, so the other staircase leads back up, like towards the floor I came from, correct?
No, it's in the opposite wall, so it does lead up,
Opposite
but you
wall.
don't know where it leads out.
And what direction does the level door head towards? I'm sorry.
The level door?
There's two places they went. One there was a staircase, and the other one there's like an entrance.
Oh, so
On the floor
you
I'm
can
on.
you can see trails in the dirt. One trail leads to the staircase, and the other trail leads round a corner to a place that you
Oh.
can't see at this moment in
Okay.
time because it's hidden
Do
by a
the
rock wall.
Footprints look like feminine feet.
Oh, it's high traffic. There's multiple sets of prints
Okay.
here.
Okay. I want to do around the wall where I can get a better look because that's probably just a better idea.
Okay. As you're scooting the wall, trying to keep as hidden as possible, what are the rest of you doing? As you just see Azazel scooting around this rock wall.
Boy, so he wants to remain hidden. All of that jazz.
Yes, you sound kind of far away.
Sorry, I am mumbling. That's my bad.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking for the spells that I prepared. Hold on.
So if I put Azazel there, he's skirting around the wall. You're all at the moment in a line coming down the stairs.
We're still looking for Lady Watcher. So I am going to cast Locate Creature.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
I'm just checking the description. She's really close, actually. From where you are, she's 15 feet away.
Okay. I messaged to Azazel in the telepathic link. Like 15 feet away. But is she like behind something? Or like, does it specify if she's like crouched or she's standing?
As far
Also,
as
is
I
it-
can see from the description, it just tells you where they are. You just sense the
So, if you-
direction.
Can you tell me if it's like around the corner? Can you tell me if it's by the staircase they're having? Can you be a little bit more than 15 feet away?
From where you are, Sonder, because in my head you haven't said otherwise, so you're still on the stairs. It's coming from what would be behind you, but you don't know what's there, because the ceiling goes all the way up and blocks your view as you're walking down these stairs. So
Wait, so she's behind us?
So, you're walking down a set of stairs. The
Yes.
stairs form a horseshoe-shape U. And the rock wall that is supporting these stairs goes all the way up to the ceiling. What Azazel has done is walked to the bottom of the stairs, taken a sharp right, and is now scooting along that same horseshoe. Just along the outside. You're asking where Lady Watcher is, and I'm telling you that she's behind you. But when I mean
She's
behind
in a
you,
room.
I mean through the wall.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
You relaying that?
And,
100%.
and when Azazel is there, like, well, can you give me a bit more? It's like, well, you can't see her. Because the wall is blocking you. All you can tell him is that she's behind you from where you're standing.
And because I'm trying to use my mind's eye, which my mind's eye is kind of blind, when I'm kind of scooting around this, kind of run to the right, that's going to start bringing me towards that direction of where that Ley Watcher is, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to continue then going the direction that I am going, and I'll tell Sanda, update me if it starts moving. I mean, she starts moving.
Will do. And he'll make his way down the stairs as well. Just keeping a little bit of space so Azazel has that, like, element of surprise.
See, this is why you have big brain.
Okay. And Aurora and Saya, do you come down the stairs or do you stay on the stairs?
I think Aurora would probably try to follow after Saunders slowly.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay then. So, Azazel, as you cross the dirt floor, I'd say that you all can begin to see this as you're coming down the steps and into the actual cellar itself. The floor begins to shift and move, crack and break as skeletal remains begin to pull themselves up and position themselves in a blocking position.
In front of me or behind me blocking them?
In front of you.
Okay. How much space is there behind them?
There is not a lot. As they begin to fill the room of the basement, they're essentially covering the entire spare space of floor.
And do I see what they're blocking? Is it a door, hallway?
No. As far as you can see, it's just the rest of the room.
And how many are there?
There are 8.
And just because I'm trying to see the size of the area, are they like 4x4 formation or like 6x2? I mean 6x, yeah. Like how?
They've
How
come
many
up in
ranks?
a like a 4x2.
Okay, so they're 4 wide, 2 deep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a bad idea. This is
Well,
a bad
I'm-
idea.
I'm going to end the session here because
Okay.
we're going to be moving to a map and starting combat now and rolling initiative.
Oh boy.
Actually, officially. And I think it'd be better to save that for next week.
Hopefully, I'll be here.
Oh, we're fucked.
Guys are not fucked. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna be fine.
Gonna be completely fine.
You know. It's gonna be great.
We got this.
Yeah, you do. You got this. But that is everything for this week of 20 Sides of Failure. Thank you everyone so much for joining us today. You can either watch us live every Friday at 7 PM EST, or you can catch the VOD every Tuesday on our YouTube channel of the same name. Thank you, my players. Thank you for putting up with my theatre of the mind, knowing that you two lot would be bloody split all over the map. And I will see you all next week. Good night.
Bye.
Good
Good night.
Just luck, please.